Um, Hey, hello, my friends. I would like to show you this app. Here is the URL, Irshad Mektaba Online Public Resources. And if you click here, you will get into that app. What is so special about this app? It is a kind of tool if you are learning a foreign language. You can use it. I really like it. I'm using it myself for learning some clinical terminology in Dutch language. I got frozen, sorry. So that is what I will be going to show you on my local environment. So when you click that button, which I showed it to you, it comes here. Now I'm making it bigger. And it says, this app is a great tool to learn any language. Yes, you can learn any language using your own mother tongue. And if your mother tongue is, can be English, can be German, can be French, any language, it will work. I am just not sure about right to left scripts and some other strange scripts like Chinese, etc. But for Cyrillic and Latin, it works fine. And the video right now I'm recording will be here. It also has text instructions. And if you already saved data, because it works together with ChatGPT, you can make data from ChatGPT. Then you can simply import your dialogues. For example, I can show you what I created with ChatGPT. What I was learning. I was learning, clinic, the terminology inside the clinic, and I created this data JSON file, giving prompts to ChatGPT. So let me show that. So when it's successfully uploaded, you will get this sign pop up. And now we can see further. By the way, many people are going to use mobile for this, and indeed mobile is good when you are, for example, riding in the bus or in the train or maybe sitting in the toilet. You can use your mobile in order to exercise your Dutch language here in this example, but can be any language. So let me put it on mobile kind of version screen. Don't pay attention here. So first I would like to show you what is what. It has navigation buttons back, forth. So right now it is number 1. So if I click number 2, number 3, or you can go back. And these 2 buttons I also put here. You see it's not very visible. And also here. Why? Because you are using mobile with maybe just one hand. And then these places are easier to click. So they are basically exact replications of these buttons in functionality. Okay, another button is here. And what does it do? When I'm learning a language, sometimes I try to translate from Dutch into English. I know English quite well, but learning Dutch could be a challenge. But sometimes I want to translate from English into Dutch, and for that case you can click this button. So now everything is in English, and I'm trying to translate sentence by sentence. These are dialogues, conversations, and if I don't succeed, I can click and then see the translation. or click this line and see the translation. In this example, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 conversation lines. All right. So now you know why is this button. And then there is also this button. Why do I use it? So let's say I want to hear how. Well, let me put into Dutch. I want to hear how Dutch conversation sounds, and then but this application cannot make it at the moment. It will be next version, but you can copy. And now if I go to Google Translate, and I can paste it here, and then try to use try to use Google to read it.
Oogarts, fijn u weer te zien, mevrouw De Vries. Hoe bevalt de nieuwe bril sinds uw laatste bezoek? Patiënt, heel goed, maar ik merk dat dichtbij lezen nog wat lastig gaat. Oogarts. Dat kan wijzen op een kleine aanpassing in...
So you got the idea, yeah? And for that, you are copying from this button. You click, it says copied. Okay? What about this button? So, for example, there are, how many dialogues I put? 20 dialogues altogether. So this is dialogue 1, dialogue 2, dialogue 3. And then let's say, okay, this dialogue I already memorized, I already know how to do it, and I don't want to see it when I am browsing from dialogue to dialogue. Number 4, I don't want to see. I want it to disappear. For that, I was talking about this button. For that, you can delete individual dialogues. So this is number 4. You see 3, 4. I am clicking here. Boom. Now it is gone. Because if you go and check, there is no number 4. So you see 2, 3, and then 5, because I deleted it. Does it mean it is completely gone? No, it is only gone from the app, but in your JSON file, it is still existing. So if you need it back, you can click here and upload it back. I will show how it works a little bit further. I wanted to show how this one works. So let's say you are deleting some dialogues which you don't want to see, but some dialogues maybe you want to mark so that you will pay special attention. So for that, I put this button. So I'm clicking. As you can see, it's showing the background in blue color. If I go to next dialogue, they are normal. If you come here, it is marked. That's what this button does. And there is also a big button. Sometimes when you are when you are browsing 1, then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then maybe you don't want to be they to be coming in that kind of order, but random order. So if I click this, so it jumped to 8, now 14, now 15, now 9. So it's gonna choose from different dialogues. What are other things? This button is replication of this button. So if I click, it switches the language to your mother tongue. Click again and it's gone. And there is also this button. This where you can trash all the dialogues so that you can upload another one. You can immediately upload also with this button. But for whatever reason, I thought, okay, maybe this is also handy. So let me trash all the dialogues, all the 20, well now 19 because one we already deleted. I'm clicking here and it says all conversations are deleted successfully. But you can upload them again. Thanks. Okay, now going further. I will soon show you how to create your own special JSON data. But before that, in order for you to play, if app is working or not, you can click here because I gave some 12 examples. So I'm clicking this. Well, let me give you a big screen. So here you are choosing your mother tongue or the language you already speak well. So let's say English. And then here you can learn Dutch or German. Of course, you can learn any language, but I'm just putting 2 examples. So I'm clicking German, or should I click Dutch? And then you can choose a topic. You need to choose a topic. Bank visit maybe, and then you can start. If you cancel it, of course it comes back. So I'm clicking start. It says dialogue, it should be dialogues loaded successfully. You can start learning the language. I need to add S here. All right, now this is a desktop version. If I'm clicking, I'm seeing Dutch language and translations will be English. So let's try German. Where are we here? So English and German, renting an apartment. Start. Okay, now was ist Ihr Budget? It should be Budget. I don't know how it's pronounced in German. Maximal 800 Euro pro Monat. Yeah, of course, translations you can see here. Or you can see translations individually for line by line. So this is want you an apartment or house. So pay attention. I tried to get more or less literal translations because that helps when you are learning difficult language. But that depends on how you require from ChatGPT how to do it. So now let me delete all those conversations. Coming back. Now I want to show you how to create your own special JSON data, which maybe your language level is a little bit different. In that case, maybe you are A2, maybe B2, or maybe C1, and maybe you want to choose special topics. So I'm clicking here for instructions. Oops, sorry, it's a little bit out of order. But yeah, it says you can generate dialogue data using ChatGPT. So try asking ChatGPT something like that, and then I made it even possible for you to copy. So let's try that together. Yeah, I'm copying it and I'm opening ChatGPT. If you already use ChatGPT, or you can use Grok also. It's the same. So let me go and use Grok for that. Sign as up. Okay. Accept all cookies. So Grok is inside x.com. So I'm clicking it. And I'm pasting that what I copied from here. There is, yeah, I made it, I prepared it because how to prompt is also very important, yeah? So says, create for me a JSON file with dialogues in German with English translations. Well, if you are not learning German, then maybe you are learning Spanish. You can use Spanish with English translations. And then it's very important to give this kind of structure, JSON structure. You can see it must have ID, title, and then lines. 1, 2, 3 lines I put here. Usually it's better to ask that number of lines be 4 or 5. I think that's better, especially if you are learning the level of B1, B2. So I want the number of dialogues to be 25. I think this is optimal, but for just demonstration purpose, let's put only 5. The language learning level should be A2, maybe I want B2. And now you can prompt anything, yeah? The topic should be about how to ask, how to get somewhere, or about buying cars, for example. And I usually ask keep titles short. Why? Because, let me show one example. Let's try Russian. Will it work? These are titles. So in mobile, these are titles. If title is too long, then it doesn't look good. So this is why I ask title short and save it as a JSON file. What else we can ask? Okay, yeah. Here in this our example, we have roles like officer, traveler, but we are learning what? Are we learning English? Well, I mean, yeah, now we are learning Spanish, but here it's showing as if we are learning English. It doesn't matter. We already said that we want Spanish. But I want roles to be also in Spanish. So I will say role field I want in Spanish. What else do I want in Spanish? Translations. Yeah, that's, I find it's important. Okay, let's say full translation fields I want to be word by word translation, but keep the natural word order. I think that's how I'm doing it. In which language you want topics, by the way? Titles, I mean. So let's make it also in Spanish. Role field and title field I want in Spanish. So let's see what ChatGPT or Grok creates. So I need to do a quick check. ID and then number. And then now, as you can see, it changed titulo here. I only wanted him to change this. And role, also in Spanish, it looks like made it in Spanish. So I will ask ChatGPT, because this will not work. This will not work. So I will say, no. The fields should be title and role, but their values should be in Spanish, like you did. Other places are okay, I think. Yes. This should be lines. This should be full translation. You know, ChatGPT sometimes makes mistakes and then you wonder why it's not working. So now I'm asking to do it again. Apologizing, that's good. And now checking again. ID, title, lines, role, text, full translation, role, text, full translation. That is correct JSON structure. So now it says you can save it yourself. If you are using Windows, yeah, you can use Notepad. For Mac OS, you can use Text Edit. So let's try that. I'm copying it and I'm opening Text Edit. New document. I'm pasting it. Now it's important when you're saving it. Did it say here that it should be JSON? Yeah, it should be with JSON extension. So now I'm saving it. And when I'm saving it, I'm deleting extension text. And now I'm saying learning Spanish. We asked B2. Yeah, the name can be anything, but when you are creating all kinds of data like that, it's good to be descriptive. And what did I ask? What topics will be there? I already forgot. Buying cars. Buying cars. So now I'm adding .json, okay, and putting it in downloads folder. It's very important to remember where you are saving this JSON file. Okay, this is Unicode UTF, all right. Because especially in mobile, if you are using just mobile, sometimes you get confused and you cannot find where you saved. So I'm putting it inside downloads. That's the best place, I think. And then I'm clicking save. Use JSON, yes, use JSON. And now let's check if it works. So I'm going back to my, back to my app and deleting all of that. Thanks. So here you can import, or you could directly import from here. So let's do that. Don't pay attention here because it's local environment, yeah? So I'm clicking here and then here's my file. Successfully uploaded. Okay, it worked. And now you can see it's Spanish. And these role names, role titles are also in Spanish, and then titles are also in Spanish. Exactly the way I requested. So you go next. Next, we asked only 5 for demonstration purposes, 5 dialogues. And after that, it goes back to 1. Yes. So, yeah. So, it worked. Please remember that sometimes ChatGPT or Grok is much better, by the way. They make mistakes, and you need to check that JSON structure, which is not difficult, which I already showed to you. Yeah. That's basically it. You can learn any language, any complexity, from English, from Russian, from Turkish, from any languages to any languages. And you can also choose different topics. For example, if you are applying for a job as a bus driver in the Netherlands, like I did, I had to learn that specific terminology, talking to people who are getting inside the bus or who have problems with their chip cards, travel cards, etc. That's it. Thank you very much. And yeah, maybe see you later. If you have any comments, maybe I should give you my email. Okay, moment, I will type it. Oh, I can do it right here. So you can use my email. Can I make it big? Yeah. This is my email. If you have any feedbacks or if you have suggestions how to improve it, attaching sounds, I'm going to work. That's the next version, I hope, if I can manage. Or maybe you have some other interesting suggestions. We are living in the time of artificial intelligence and ChatGPT or Grok 3. Grok 4 is also out. It is great help if you want to learn languages. Yes, send all the suggestions here and we will see it further. Thank you.